Greetings, flesh wound horror freaks, and welcome to the Hatman collection update. I am the Hatman, of course, naturally. Daniel Shine. Joined, I got Tiny Cube right now, Tiny Square, Todd Loya.
Well, I could fix that if you'd be a dick about it there.
Well, that's cool. Well, they can
I was giving you the spotlight. This is your show. I'm just popping in and out.
That's what she said. So
I forgot the second half.
So yeah, guys, tonight I have every time I do one of these, and I'm not one to do like the 5 or 10 minute collection updates. I figure save it till you get a bunch of stuff and then make it kind of an event show. I keep saying like, I don't think I bought as much this time, and well, let's see. I had to put these in like laundry baskets, so you have more than you think. I'm still obsessive, but believe it or not, there's some gaps this time. I've been good for me, Todd. I have not been as obsessive as normal. I actually have shown some self-restraint.
Not really.
A little bit. I haven't gotten what
your self-restraint was to the the Milligan box set, but you still got it. So,
but here's the thing about the Milligan set.
You wait, and now it's $100. If you would have had a little more restraint.
Well, that's true, but they looked like it was sold out, and I went into panic mode. But there's nothing this time that I got that I said I wouldn't. So that's progress. I'm not saying I won't get it later over the holidays, but I've made some progress. But yeah, guys, we got Blu-rays. I got some DVDs, 4K action figures. At the very end, I'll do some of the books I got, and yeah, it's a ton of stuff. And Indie Phantom, hello, thank you for joining us. So ton of stuff. So I'm gonna just kick it off. I was not as good at organizing these, so there's no like, here's all the Vinegar Syndrome and whatever.
Well, then maybe we shouldn't wait for it to get so big. You should split it up so you do one a month, like I suggested.
Well, if I have enough, but it's not an event then, Todd. I'm trying to make it like a pay-per-view. It's not just Raw.
Okay. We cut your time. You only have 3 to 7 tonight.
Ooh, well, I would be screwed. All right. So, let's kick it off with a big one. The last thing I got in today, because there was a Walmart screw up and just hadn't shipped, so I got it from deep discount. And that is The Night House on Blu-ray. We reviewed this, all big fans. I don't think I need to tell you guys that much about that one. Looking forward to watching it again. I saw that in theaters twice, and I am a very, very big fan. What else do I have here? All right. This one I know might be covering on a show soon, and that is I Start Counting. David Green film with Jenny Agutter. Great movie. One that sadly feels like nobody's really seen, but hopefully now that it's on Blu-ray, people will check it out. Continuing on, like I said, I'll have DVDs too, and I didn't do this in order. So this is a Dollar Tree special. I know this is shit. I don't even know why I bought it, but High Voltage.
Did you think it was the tag team? Is that what happened?
I did. I thought it was the classic WCW best of highly, Kenny Chaos. I know High Voltage, Todd.
I know you do. That's why I said it.
Dollar Tree, piece of shit pickup, but Luke Wilson's in it too. I don't really see him much anymore, so maybe it's got a little bit of prestige with it, not just a typical David Arquette thing. Another Blu-ray Dollar Tree pickup, Red Rage. I don't know anything about it. Looks like it's a thriller, but might have some kind of a horror supernatural element. Can't really tell. I'm usually the one that goes in there and clears out the Blu-rays. Like $1, I'm not even really looking at what it is for $1. And Hey, Jonathan, how are you? All right, knock out some DVDs. Trying Slacks. We reviewed this. This did not get a Blu-ray, but I did grab the DVD. Some of you have seen this on Shudder. If you're up for a Killer Jeans movie, I'd say it delivers pretty well for a Killer Jeans movie. I think, if I'm not mistaken, we all were amused by it. We like this one.
Way better than Rubber, in my opinion.
Well, you have to always have a rubber handy. It helps.
Again, my track record shows I know nothing of this subject.
Well, Village of the Vampire. So this one, I don't know a whole lot about it, but I think it was actually a mini series on Italian TV because it's just under 3 hours, which, yeah, seems to indicate that this might have been a TV production. Looks like it had decent production values. I was in probably because, again, Italian horror movie. Not expecting Fulci level stuff, but there you go. Love Thy Neighbor. This one, thriller, maybe an erotic thriller. I'm not sure exactly. This was actually a Second and Charles pickup. Alexandra Paul is in this one. Gary Hudson. I'm not sure if I've ever seen it. Not sure exactly when it was even made, but
well, if it is an erotic thriller, you have to tell me.
Yes. We're due another erotic thriller.
You know, we're doing another sex. I feel like After Dark's been a little neglected. I know we're still trying to get one in for this season.
Yes, I think I'll be good to go.
I know our goal with that is at least once a month, and we've been slacking. We had a lot in October. We still do.
We got to stop slacking on the boobs, man.
We'll get a couple in November. There we go. We'll double up.
Yes, you get a lot of double D's. All right.
I'm trying to be classy. It's Dan show. I don't care.
It's the Dan show. We're not classy here. It's the Dan show. God damn it. Another Dollar Tree pickup. Dark Water, not to be confused with the Asian horror film. This is actually it appears to be a Russian.
Or the other film. Dark Water. There's a few.
Yeah, there's a few dark. Yeah, not the what was that
Connelly.
one? Was that the Diddler one, or was that?
Oh well, no, there was the American remake of the Jennifer Connelly remake.
Dark Water was
Dark Water,
the pollution one.
Yeah, there's that too. Jesus, there's like 4 of them.
Yeah,
the one that has the medallion. Oh, geez, I know. There's a lot.
This is the one that nobody saw, the Russian one. So there you go, Dollar Tree pickup special. All right, moving on. Oh, you know what? We didn't review this one. Funhouse. Again, I should say, not to be confused with the Tobe Hooper film. I believe. Let's see. What was this? No, I guess it's an English film. Kind of a slasher thing with the panda mask people. It's like a reality show slasher.
Okay.
Yeah, I know we talked about reviewing it, and for some reason we didn't, but I got it now. Another DVD only. Another Shudder DVD only release of The Power, which I have not actually even watched yet, even on Shudder. Looked like it had some good buzz. It's supposedly an old school sort of supernatural film that looks like it might be pretty decent. And another one. This is a Spanish horror film from Shudder, 32 Malasana Street. So unfortunately, not all of these get Blu-rays. I wish they did, because they're usually cheap Blu-rays, and I usually pick them up automatically. But yeah. But hey, if that's the only way I can get it, I will still support it on DVD. Speeding through, I'll grab a handful of DVDs here, and we'll go through some of these fast. I promise I got some stuff you've heard of, but maybe not so much. Lost Gully Road. Don't know anything about it, but this actually seems to have some pretty solid reviews. This is a Wild Eye release. Check that out. Pretty cool, creepy, eerie cover art. You never know with Wild Eye, though.
You don't.
Trying to get it.
They do tend to have nice covers.
Yes, they always have nice covers. Really good cover art. And yeah, this looked cool. Don't know. Another Dollar Tree special. Dear Diary. Some point we'll review it. This one, hey, it's not all crap there by any means, guys. And I don't know, this one looked decent. Looks like it has some festival praise, so we'll check that out. This is Dollar Tree as well. Tobin Bell horror film, Adrian Barbeau, John Savage. I never saw this at Walmart. I think this might have come out during the the vid, and for whatever reason at that time I was not really going in store, and it just slipped by me. So hey, I got it for $1. Tobin Bell is a priest. Looks kind of like a sort of Carrie knockoff sort of thing. Although actually looking at it now, it says 2016, so this actually probably isn't a pandemic one. I just didn't get it. The Haunted. Won't even try and figure out which Haunted it is, but this one looks good actually. Looks like it's got some pretty strong word of mouth. Another Dollar Tree one. A lot of these, I go to like a handful of Dollar Trees around here, but I kind of get the sense looking at some of Piz's updates and some other people that have done Dollar Tree hauls that you can find a lot of the same stuff. So yeah, you can check that out. Just taking a second. Hey, MJ. Hey, Big Crack Rock. Sean McManus. Indy Phantom. Everybody in the chat, thank you for joining us. My next one. So I'm a sucker. I always thought Chernobyl Diaries was very underrated. And part of that too is just I'm fascinated with the Chernobyl events and story. I'm sure this is a much lower budget version, but
it'll be the best version to watch.
Ghosts of Chernobyl. I don't know. I mean, it looks good. Although this one actually appears to be a Russian production. Looking at these actors, Ivan Abashkin and Vladimir Doshchinsky. Yeah, so actually be kind of curious to see like a homegrown take on it. Or a Ukrainian film. I'm not sure exactly, but yeah, I will actually definitely watch that, and I'm sure we'll find a way to review it at some point. Lethal Eviction. This is an older one, early 2000s Judd Nelson thriller that I did not have on DVD, so I grabbed it. This one, I think this one's second in Charles, because yeah, it's opened. Finish off this one stack of DVDs, then I'll alternate back to the Blu-rays, guys. This was a dollar store one that I picked up. Cruel Peter. I don't know like what Peter's problem is, but he's cruel. Looks like he haunts an old church or something in this from the back. Hey, it's a dollar store pickup, but out of all the ones I grabbed, this one seemed like one of the handful that might actually have some potential. Shout out to Kruger, because this was an unearthed film that I thought I owned on DVD, but I guess I didn't when I was taking some stock. Footsteps. It's a British horror film, and been out through them for a while. And I'm not sure. I think it's out of print. I don't know how out of print it is, but figured I'd grab it. I have almost everything from them, but for whatever reason, this just slipped through the cracks. Footprints. I'm not going to go waste too much time. If it's Ouija anything, it probably sucks. But nonetheless, Ouija room. There you go. I'm really selling these guys, I know. 47 Hours to Live. This kind of seems to be a sort of J-horror knockoff. It's not J-horror, but yeah, ghost through text or whatever. Not the one I was most enthusiastic about, but for $1, I'll check it out. Why not? Village in the Woods. Cool cover art on this one. And it looks like full car, which I tend to usually really enjoy. Looks interesting. This one I will get watched, so it'll probably get reviewed at some point. Have to cover up. This is a World War II horror film, and I know certain symbols can cause you trouble on YouTube. So, Iron Wolf. It's a World War II werewolf movie. I'm a sucker for World War II stuff. I know that I'm not expecting a whole lot from this one, but nonetheless, let's check on the chat here. Sean, no Bloomhouse pickups. Even the Dollar Tree isn't gonna mess with that shit. Maybe for like if there's like a 10-cent store, then some of those might be worth picking up. But no, it's too good for not good enough for Dollar Tree. And all right, next one. Tailgate, which is actually a Dutch slasher film. Pick this one up at this one was actually Walmart, not Dollar Tree. Sometimes I forget, but yeah, random pickup, Dutch slasher. I was sold. I like Dutch films in general, and this one didn't get a Blu-ray, unfortunately, but I grabbed it. Never heard of this one, but Manhattan Undying kind of seems like a sort of more yeah, like kind of like a Naja or The Addiction sort of vampire story. I don't think this one's big on effects or gore or anything. Modern style vampire films, they're hit and miss with me, but I think this is actually a Canadian import. And when I find like some of the imports at Dollar Tree, that's kind of cool. So I grabbed it. All right, last DVD. Well, not the last DVD, but I'll jump back to Blu-ray. The Heiress. Yeah, I don't know much about The Heiress. I don't have much to say about it, but there you go. Hopefully it's decent. All right, jump back to the Blu-rays with one that I believe Todd has picked up, and that is Teenage Exorcist.
I did.
Yes, this is a classic. Well, to me,
do you know? I'm probably actually going to watch that tonight. So I had that one pulled out. Chandler, I don't remember that one at all. Have you seen that one? The second feature.
I believe, and I can't tell if I'm reading it right. If it was actually completed, but well, yeah, presented from the only known existing materials. So, I sense probably rough shape. I can't really place it. Dan Haggerty, though, Grizzly Adams, who was kind of a semi-regular for Fred Olin Ray. I was really happy to see this come to Blu-ray. Come on, Witch Academy is all I've got to say, because that's actually kind of considered the last true like Scream Queen film of that era. I think it was shelved for a little bit, but I think it dropped in like 93, and they kind of consider it the end of an era. I think even Brink Stevens has talked about that before. So, yeah. I'm grab a stack here. All right, so next one. We reviewed this, The Stylist. I grabbed this on Blu-ray from Arrow. Newer film. You can go back and listen to our review to hear all about it. I do really like that Arrow puts out some newer stuff too. A really good lead actress in this. What?
I don't remember. I was gonna say, yeah, I was the only one who didn't love it like everyone else, but I need to revisit it. I liked it.
Yeah,
but I think
it wasn't perfect, but the acting was really good.
Yeah, I know the Maniac comparison. I don't know. Maybe I was being the sexist one instead of you.
Shout out to Piz in the chat, Ben Grimm, Joe Bob Tarheel. I was on a show with you earlier, Joe Bob. Hope you're doing good. Punisher, Oh, cool. Punisher picked up Punisher Batman fan recently picked up Evil Dead Trap based on our recommendation. Haven't had a chance to watch it yet. I hope you like it, Punisher.
Yeah.
It's a really unique, really cool film. Indie Phantom also recommends The Stylist. This next one I don't necessarily recommend, but I am a fan of the director. This is Blood Sisters, a late 80s slasher film from Roberta Findlay.
I actually like that one a lot. The Blu-rays, it's a Media Blasters Blu-ray, but
I
actually like
the Media Blasters Blu-ray.
But I did really like it.
What do you expect? It's Media Blasters. No, actually, it's fun. I mean, it's bad, but it's fun. Roberta, I haven't really talked about it really too much on Flesh Wound, but I am a fan. She really unique lady.
We've talked about her more than a handful of times.
Yeah, she's come up. I know we did Tenement, but I mean, she was golden era adult cinema when you didn't have female directors doing that, and then a Grindhouse staple. Very fascinating lady. I actually have a Facebook group for Roberta Findlay. Blood Sisters. I finally got that. It's been out a little while, but I hadn't picked it up and figured might as well. All right, some of these are from Target sales, Amazon sales, the buy two get one. I picked up the Farley Granger Giallo with the Farley Granger, Susan Scott. So Sweet, So Dead from Code Red Blu-ray. This was one that I got. I should always check for boobs. No boobs.
Do you have the previous release? Because you know it's under 2 titles, right?
Yes, I think no, actually, I don't think I got the previous release. That's why I got this, or I just fucked up, didn't I?
That's why I was asking, because I almost bought it and I have the old one.
What was the old title?
I'm going to look up the old title.
But I don't think I had it. I think I checked that, and I don't think I got it yet. And then I just was like, "Oh, screw it."
Well, we'll tell everyone else so they don't do it.
So we'll leave them in suspense. Did I fuck up?
Which title is that under? So Sweet, So Dead?
As big of a Giallo fan as I am, I can never.
No. What's the name of the one you're holding though? It's
So Sweet, So Dead.
Okay.
Yes. But I don't think so.
The other one, it's under the Slasher.
The Slasher is a sex maniac. It is. Fuck. All right. So coming soon to eBay.
One of those two.
Or maybe I'll give it away at some point. We'll see.
Well, now you got to pick which cover you like. Yes,
I feel so stupid because I watched the Slasher when it came out, and I just grabbed this blind, and
that was one of the Diabolic exclusives. So you probably got the 4 of those when they came out.
Yeah, I got that forever ago too. So I just I
almost did the same thing. That's why I wanted to make sure. Yeah. How long ago did you buy it? Can you send it back?
Oh, Slasher? No, I bought that like when. God, that's gotta be over.
The one you were just holding.
I don't know. I probably won't even bother. It's probably over 30, and I'll just
well, right now they've extended it already, so it's like the holiday hours. So if you got it in the last, I think, month or a little longer, you have returns to like February now because they extend everything because of Christmas.
Yeah. Hey, there you go.
That's what I'm saying. Check.
That's why we need that button that does the "you fucked up" chant, because that rarely happens. I'm good about that. But
I almost did it. It's so I get it.
Yeah.
Because the title, I was like, and they've been doing so many re-releases. I got to check everything with them. So
yeah. And yes, Ben, yes, she is the stylist, same actress from Contracted. Didn't care too much for the Contracted sequel, from what I remember.
I still haven't watched that. I need to though.
Yeah, I remember it not being very good. Another one
I remember hearing that a lot, but you know me, I still got to check it out.
Yeah, you never know. So the next one, controversial film, Jodie Foster and Martin Sheen, The Little Girl Who Lives Down the Lane. This one was really, really controversial because of some scenes that Jodie Foster did, but of course she had a body double.
It's The Accused. I'm just saying that now.
She fares a lot better than she did in The Accused. And this is a PG movie. It's always funny because there's some sexual
the good old days.
Definitely not passing any like PG rating today.
Well, everything's
Uh,
PG-13 now. That rating means nothing. So
yeah, you rarely see PG anymore. Well, I guess I don't pay attention to
kid
some of the
movies.
animated. Yeah, I guess you do get some PG.
But I mean, yeah,
Uh,
no,
but
no one who
that's
wants to
it.
make, yeah, no one who wants to make money rates it gets a PG.
Yeah, there's no like PG action film or yeah, even really PG comedies. It's just all kid stuff.
And let's be honest, the PG-13 movies are pretty much R-rated movies at this point for 99% of them,
They're close, I guess. I don't know, but
minus a
um
couple F-bombs.
all right. Val Luton double feature on Blu-ray. Ghost Ship and Bedlam. Uh really happy when they put this out. I mean, this is the sort of stuff that probably won't ever have a physical release again. So I was happy to see that they were putting this out on a double feature. I want a good I Walk with the Zombie release soon, hopefully. Another classic, Peter Lorre from what year was this? 35, I believe. Mad Love. Some great classic horror. I'm probably gonna make these a part of my Halloween week rotation. We're like right down to the wire now. It's crazy. It comes and goes so fast. But
I know. I was
uh,
watching Halloween 3 last night, and if anyone else, because it was its 39th anniversary,
mhm.
a random number. But if I noticed that if you watch it, like the days on screen sync up. Like the first date you see is October 23rd, Saturday, October 23rd. So it's actually everything lines up. So
Oh wow, yeah.
I was like, well, now I wish I would have watched it tomorrow, but I guess technically it still all lines up because it was
I've got
Friday.
yeah. I'll have my like Black Sunday watch. That's just a must.
Right.
And
I normally wait for Halloween 3 till closer. Well, you know what? We should probably wait till Wednesday to talk about that.
yeah, I was gonna say we might have like a 3 hour update, but Astronaut. It's more of a drama with Richard Dreyfuss. Dollar Tree pickup. Killer Tattooist, which actually somebody said was pretty decent. So Dollar Tree pickup. Haven't watched it yet, but seems like it might be a decent thriller. I can't remember. I think our our friend Mike of Morbidly Beautiful recommended that one. Said it was actually pretty unique. So for a buck, hey, I'll try it. The Gateway. This is a thriller with probably one of the more underrated. Well, Frank Grillo's in there, but also Shea Wiggum. Um, I believe I saw a really good review from Olivia Munn's also in this. Drum Dums, I believe, gave this on a pretty solid little reviews. Kind of an action thriller, not a horror film, but grab that. More Dollar Tree pickups. Got the Project, which seems to be some kind of horror thriller. Grab that one. Everfall. All of these are Dollar Tree. Like I said, if it's Blu-ray, I'll pretty much grab it without looking into it too much. Grabbed Seance, which is a on Shutter right now. I think kind of a modern craft.
I was gonna say,
knockoff.
looking at that cover, I'm surprised you bought it because it looks 100% like something you're gonna hate. Like,
It probably, but again, it Blu-ray. And I do like supporting Blu-ray when they actually bother putting it in source. You know what really should have scared me off of it? Although the reviews don't seem like it's
that it
really
looks like the cover looks like Black Christmas.
well that, but it also says Scream. It has the balls to say Scream meets Black Christmas.
Those are two of your favorite movies. Well, which Black Christmas?
But I will say this: Fangoria gave it a good review. I've heard some decent reviews.
Does it take place during Christmas?
That's what's weird because it doesn't look like it. It
Well, because
doesn't
it
say
says
anything.
the Black Christmas. I know you can do the sorority part, but I was just curious.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything Christmas-y in the imagery. But I like some of the actors in here. Like I said, I'm not going to hold a quote against anything, but yeah. Well, if it's like Black Christmas, let's see, comingsoon.net, you can suck a dick. I won't believe you anymore if it's like Black Christmas.
Yeah,
Uh,
I know you're in a roll. Check the private chat real quick.
yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
Go
I figured.
masturbate, Todd. It's you know you can.
Well, now
relieve
you're calling me
yourself.
out.
Yeah, I mean, go.
So
You got to hit the hub. Hit the hub, Todd.
hey, when nature calls.
Why? We
But
can share this with the world if you got to go and you know.
this isn't my stream, so I'm gonna let it go. I know my wife's never gonna watch the Hatman bullshit. So
She probably listens to all of the Hatman episodes, Todd. Big fan, big fan. All right, so
all right, I'll be back.
go jerk it, dude. All right, so I'll try and keep an eye on the chat. Also got Escape Room Tournament of Champions. You all know what this is, and yeah, I like that series. It's fun. In a year where theatrical horror has not been great overall, I was happy to pick that up. Also, one of my favorite companies, Agfa, they grabbed She Freak. This is a very low budget grindhouse takeoff on the classic Freaks, of course. And a lot of stories. I won't go through them on the show because, again, I don't want to make this forever, but very fascinating story with the lead actor and actress in this one. This will definitely be a review. David Friedman, what a legend, and what a nice guy too. There's probably a lot I can cover, so expect a review of She Freak at some point. All right, here's a classic from Scream Factory. They didn't fuck this one up, so that's always good. The Dead Zone Collector's Edition Blu-ray, Cronenberg, must own. I would have loved to have been on the set. Just Christopher Walken and Cronenberg. That had to be a while. And Herbert Loam. Shit, it really had to be a wild. No, probably not wild, but very fascinating set. I'm sure Cronenberg controls his shit. All right, got some 4Ks here. Let's check the chat. Ben, I would not buy Candyman, not 2021. I will. Sean, I don't think you're going to see that on an update. I am definitely not buying that abortion. All right, 4Ks. Dario Argento Essentials. Of course, I had to get these on 4K. Bird with the Crystal Plumage and Cat O' Tails. Anything Argento from that era is essential. And I actually have Deep Red coming in on 4K Tuesday, I believe. So yeah, Tuesday. So I'm picking up all of those. I don't grab like everything on 4K. It might seem like it, but I don't necessarily upgrade everything. All right, some smut. Let's do some smut. Ozploitation smut, but not XXX smut. This is the Vinegar Syndrome double feature of Phantasm and Phantasm Comes Again. Different Phantasm. Don't worry, you don't see Angus Scrimm's other tall man. But I love these movies. I'm a big fan of Aussie cinema, and these are really well, particularly the first one, essential sexploitation fare to check out. And looks like there's some pretty good extras for this too. They still import like extra stuff from the Not Quite Hollywood documentary, which is still one of my all-time favorite docs. Also from Vinegar Syndrome, from the VSA line, Whatever It Takes. This is an action film. Fred the Hammer Williamson, Don the Dragon Wilson, Andrew Dice Clay. I vaguely remember renting this back in the late 90s. Sort of thing. I mean, who would have ever thought? That's actually, I remember the original cover art that I had it under, but yeah, man, who would ever thought these would get these kind of editions? And it's a little disappointed. Or no, actually, they do have an interview with Don the Dragon Wilson. They did not get Andrew Dice Clay, but they have Fred Williamson and Don the Dragon Wilson. So be kind of cool to check that out. Another Vinegar Syndrome Blu-ray, Shallow. That one up. I've got some catch up actually to do with Vinegar Syndrome, though. I'm not all up to date on their new stuff. But in addition, Still have some Vinegar Syndrome here. I like this film a lot. This is kind of a knockoff of Seven from the from '99 with Christophe Lambert, and uh, I really like it. It is a Seven knockoff. In fact, Leyland Orser from Seven is also in this one. Um, but yeah, it's pretty creepy little film, and I'm glad some stuff from this era is getting consideration on Blu-ray. I know Ronin has Modern Vampires coming to Blu-ray anytime now, and like I said, more from that era. There's a lot of crap, but it's a lot of really good movies that nobody ever talks about. And Cronenberg actually has a acting role in this, a rare acting role. So it's another one I think safe to say we will have a review at some point, especially after we get through October. More Vinegar Syndrome, Through the Fire on Blu-ray. Won't say a whole lot because, again, I think we will be reviewing these as we catch up a little bit with Vinegar Syndrome. Let's check the chat and do a few more DVDs. Yes, Sean, Dead Zone's great. I know I had somebody a while back said they only watched the Anthony Michael Hall show and have never seen the movie, and I think that's insane. Yes, Indie Phantom. I locked in Censor on 4K, which apparently now is not happening. It's going to be a Blu-ray. But nonetheless, hey, Censor, at least we're getting more than the DVD that they put out in stores. So, and I locked in Flesh for Frankenstein on 4K as well. So we'll have our annual live Vinegar Syndrome, or just Black Friday in general stream, I'm sure. Go through a few more DVDs fairly quickly. Domain, which actually looks pretty good. This one's kind of I think more of a sci-fi film, kind of a cube sort of scenario. Although I'm not sure, it might be more of a thriller. But I believe if I did my research right, this one's more of a sci-fi film, and that was a Second and Charles pickup, I believe. Dollar Store, The Unfamiliar, or Dollar Tree, The Unfamiliar. Let's see, House of Shadows. Grabbed that one. Looks like that one might be decent. Driven. This one actually had some really good reviews. And I've seen this at like the Dollar Tree every time, so you can probably easily get this as long as yours has DVDs. I don't know if everyone does, but all the ones around here seem to. This one actually looks like it might be pretty cool. Uncorked, you never know. A lot of crap, but then you do get like that indie gem that slips between the cracks. This I got to actually watch with my niece, and it is Monster Family. It's a kids animated film, kind of looks like a Munsters knockoff. This was not a theatrical thing, but Nick Frost does one of the voices. Catherine Tate from Doctor Who. So yeah, looks like it might be hopefully a decent watch. They're not horror kids, so you know, hey, I'll do whatever I have to get them watching something kind of sort of horror. Another yes, this is Dollar Tree. Apparition. A lot of films under this title, but good cast. Mina Suvari, Kevin Pollak, and I think this was based on some actual haunting or serial killer case of some kind. I can't necessarily place this one, but I remember hearing something. There's actually some controversy about this one. Somebody was on social media complaining that they exploited something. If I'm not getting movies mixed up, but I seem to distinctly remember there being some kind of complaining going on with that one. So we'll see what the controversy is all about. Also Dollar Tree. Polaroid, which has nobody you've ever heard. Well, Mitch Pileggi, I take that back. Mitch Pileggi of Shocker fame. and Polaroid. So they were able to afford one name at least. Piz, I think, got this in his Dollar Tree haul. Kakoi, the Boogeyman, with Brian Krause and yeah, a bunch of people you don't care about. So check that out. I think this one actually aired on the Sci-Fi Channel, and yeah, I'll hopefully get to that at some point. Breaking back into Blu-rays, grab a Blu-ray stack here. All right. Check the chat. Cliff Booth, what's up, man? Cliff, I haven't counted in a long time, but well, the tens of thousands. It's a lot. I pretty much live in a museum. This is not like a comfortable comfortable setup. It just exists for my shit. But yeah. More movies than books. People ask me about that. I mean, I have a pretty cool like horror literature section in the library, but yeah, definitely a lot more movies. Although hardcovers take up a lot of space, though, I will say that. Dollar Tree pickup, Dark Was the Night. Marissa Tomei, again, dollar. I didn't need to look into it too much, and I like Marissa Tomei. It's always nice to see her. This already came up in the chat. Evil Dead Trap, which is a part of our /Tober this year. I love Evil Dead Trap. And on our Patreon, patreon.com/fleshwoundfeatures, I know Todd Kruger and I believe Pugs did a show on the 2 sequels. I was not able to make that one, unfortunately, but yeah, highly recommend this film. Unearthed classics. They've been putting out some really cool stuff, and I can't remember if they have Ebola syndrome or not, but god damn, is that a movie to watch right now? Ooh, you could definitely not make that one today. That one is insane. I think I talked about that on Region Free. I didn't review it, but I know I referenced it for something. Another one we reviewed, Initiation, slasher flick on Blu-ray. You can go back and check the reviews. Night of the Animated Dead on Blu-ray. We just covered this one, so that won't be too hard to find. Kind of, told the Night of the Living Dead story over with a couple little extra things, and gore. It's kind of a cool little companion piece. This came up on Lauren's stream not too long ago, an early slasher film that I was able to upgrade. Didn't get it right away because, again, Scream Factory, you never know. But Fright, a 1972 film, slasher film. Susan George again, and Honor Blackman, Ian Bannon. Lauren's been covering a lot of kind of forgotten, particularly 60s, 70s British films that don't get a lot of love, unfortunately. And yeah, look forward. Who knows? That might be a part of /Tober next year. We usually start talking about our lineups pretty early. Another Blu-ray upgrade from the DVD, The Flesh and the Fiends with the legendary Peter Cushing. This is a Kino Blu-ray, and finally upgraded it. Pardon me. Keep going. Johnny Gruesome. This is a Blu-ray horror pack. This is actually a novel too. And if you go to Lauren's channel, Visited by Voices One, he has an interview with Gregory Lamberson. I have the book from him as well, signed, that came out long before the movie. Gregory Lamberson's best known for Slime City, and yeah, I know this is one that was talked about for a long time. Not something he was able to get made fast, but I know Todd's talked about doing a horror pack show at some point, because we haven't. I buy them separately. Todd gets the package each month, so Todd has all the horror pack stuff. But I figured why not bunch of them together and do a show on them. All right, another stack of stuff here. Check the chat. I don't know why fireworks are going off. This is so weird in Georgia. Every once in a while, I hear fireworks for no goddamn reason. Shout out, Jess Graham. Yes, nobody knows what it's like to be the Hat Man, to be the Dan Man. That is very true. And Ben Grimm says Kukui was pretty good. It was a sci-fi movie. Okay, yeah, I thought so. I wasn't 100% sure. Brian Krause, certainly a regular on Sci-Fi Channel. I'm not as good at checking Sci-Fi Channel like I used to be, because every once in a while, like Killer High is a good one. House of Bones is a decent one. Yeah, they do actually have some solid TV movies once in a while. A lot of people just think of them as the CGI shark channel at this point. What's up, Crack Rock? Continuing those song lyrics. This one is from Cauldron Films, Beyond Terror. Another one I won't talk too much about because I think this might be a part of a theme show that we might do at some point. Well, that, and I don't want the show to run forever, but hopefully I'm giving you some good at least references. This I actually because I've met David Arquette several times, and actually have a signed poster from Eight Legged Freaks. I've met Carrie Werner as well. Who else have I met from this one? I've never met Scarlett Johansson. She was the daughter in this. But yeah, Scream Factory put out the Blu-ray. Carrie Werner is super nice if you ever get a chance to meet her. It's a fun little film. Alone in the Dark. Jack Palance, Donald Pleasance, Martin Landau. You can't beat this cast. And yeah, we didn't have this one on Slashtober this year, so I would say it's a pretty strong contender for next year, because I love Alone in the Dark. This one, of course, is a part of this year's Slashtober lineup, so catch up and see how that's doing. Arrow Blu-ray of Death Screams. I think Piz also reviewed this one not too long ago, from what I remember. And I will not reveal my thoughts because you'll have to tune into that show. This one, no secret, I fucking love. I love Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, but there's something about Elvira's Haunted Hills. And I got this on Blu-ray, the collector's edition. Another non-fuck up Scream Factory release, as far as I know. Correct me in the chat, and I will smash this against the wall. But I loved her doing the send up of Vincent Price, the Roger Corman Poe flicks that I grew up on, and she actually the Elvira comic series right now is doing a series with Vincent Price. I've got a couple of the graphic novels. I don't buy the comics separate anymore, but yeah. This will actually also probably be a Halloween watch. This is when I'll usually pop it on when I'm watching and binging the Poe flicks around Halloween. I love that one. Honest to God, I might like it more than Mistress of the Dark. I revisit it more often than Mistress of the Dark. So I love that movie so much. Let's see. Any questions? More like keeping that song going. Well, now you're gonna have Christian Hannah Horror record the Hat song now. Punisher Batman fan says, can anyone give a recommendation on Saint Maud from A24, considering a blind buy as the pre-order at Amazon is $12.99? Did the Blu-ray drop to $12.99 yet? Because that's it. Yeah. I would recommend it at $22.99. Punisher Batman fan. I love Saint Maud. I know Lauren Dixon will stand by that one as well as a recommendation. Trying to remember who else saw it and loved it, but yeah, all the flesh. I don't want to say everybody. I think Todd gives it a recommendation as well. Don't want to speak for anybody, but Yes, MJ. I like Eight-Legged Freaks. Granted, how many great David Arquette? Well, I take that back. Ready to Rumble is a great David Arquette flick. I don't care what anybody says. That movie's a lot of fun. If you're a wrestling fan, reviewed this one a while back. Don't Tell a Soul. I really like this one. Rainn Wilson's very underrated, and it's kind of a. I don't want to say too much, reveal too much about this one, but yeah, you can go back and listen to our review from. I think we did this one earlier this year, if I recall. All right, I'll segue over to a handful of DVDs. Yeah, most of these are Dollar Tree. Some might be Second and Charles. I got Better Off Zed, a zombie film with two other films on it. Wacko, which I have on Blu-ray from Vinegar Syndrome, and Sideshow, which of course I already had from Full Moon. Cool looking zombie flick. It looks like a more comedic zombie title, and I still love zombie films. I'm pretty burnt out on zombie literature, though, which is weird. Most people are burned out on both, but if you give me a decent zombie movie, even if I've seen it 1,000 times, I'm usually pretty happy. Another Dollar Tree pickup, and I see this there all the time. Coven. Don't know a whole lot about it. Looks like there might actually be some skin in this one, though. So, hey, it's $1. Very good looking cast. So, quick, easy pickup for me. This one, I grabbed this because Kira Reed, any fans of late night Cinemax back in the day, was in it. Amityville Witches. If it has Amityville in the title, it's probably crap. But what can I say? Donna Spangler is also in this. But I got it for Kira Reed.
Sounds about right.
Yep. Todd knows who she is.
Absolutely. That's who I was just watching.
So blasting one out to Sex Files.
You know it.
Don't know what this is. The Man Who Was Thursday. Yeah, I don't know. Some French thing. It's $1. Whatever. The Curse of Buckout Road. This is a Danny Glover horror film. Again, Rue Morgue looks like they stand behind it. So Henry Czerny's in it. It's got a pretty good cast actually. Colm Feore. So yeah, again, $1. That's the way to get it. I probably would have bought this for 10 at Walmart. So can't complain. No idea what this is actually. Well, I probably have seen it, but mid-90s Heather Graham movie that I didn't have, and it looks like it could have some. Carrie Ann Moss is actually in it too. Tough Guy. Kind of looks like it might have some thriller, maybe erotic thriller. It's from the director of Salt Lake City Punk, so really popular cult film. God, that sequel is fucking garbage. But yeah, another $1 pickup. I haven't seen that one at a ton of Dollar Trees, so yeah. True Fiction. Grab that from Dollar Tree. We reviewed this. I love this film, and there is actually a BDR out there, but some of those you're gambling because the art's so shitty. But Antrim, I really like this movie. We did this probably a couple of years ago now, but I really like this.
I don't even think it's been that long.
Maybe it hasn't been. It's not been super long, but I really, and if you see this for $1, this gets a high recommendation. And actually, Hayden, if you're listening to this show, I would recommend this one for you. Antrim, really creepy flick. Double it up with Cigarette Burns, the Masters of Horror episode. Another witchy horror film. This actually might be Walmart. Witches of Blackwood. Picked that up recently. And I'll start back on some Blu-rays here. Hold on. All right. Dollar special. This is like a John Lennon doc. I'm not a huge well, I mean, I like John Lennon, I guess, but
Go say it with a little more enthusiasm, Dan.
well, I didn't really like grow up on it, to be honest, but I do have a Paul McCartney signed poster, actually, which is an interesting story behind that one. But yeah, dollar, and I was like, hey, I like a good doc, and I'm not an expert on John Lennon, so I'll check it out for $1. This, I don't know why I bought this, because truth be told, this was one of the most disappointing films that I've watched in a while. I think we reviewed this one at least.
Did you get it from Dollar Tree at least?
Dollar Tree, yeah.
Okay.
I thought so. The talent, I mean, Tom Atkins, yeah. God damn, was this movie fucking bad. I don't know. I was surprised how bad this one was. And Patrick Lussier, written by Todd Farmer. That team, I expected a lot more, but it is what it is. It had one kind of cool kill in it, but overall, I hated that movie. Hated that movie. More Vinegar Syndrome. Devil Story. It's a French horror flick. That I'm not 100% sure if I've seen. I know if I did, this was one of those ones that I had on a really crappy gray market release a while back and maybe didn't pay attention to. But this might be a first time watch. And another one that I'm sure we'll cover at some point.
Yeah, I know. I almost watched it the last couple nights. It's like 72 minutes. So I'm saving it to the time I'm like, I don't want to spend an hour and a half or something watching it.
Yeah, I get that.
I tend to time my movies out.
Sometimes 70 minutes, just right. There've been a lot of movies recently where I'm like, I'm not saying it'd be great, but if you just cut it back to like, well, in some cases I'd take 90, but 70, 80, you can tell your story in a lot of cases. Also, Vinegar Syndrome, Auntie Lee's Meat Pies, for you slip cover aficionados. Yeah, these slip covers, maybe that's why these sell so well. But just put booty shorts and they'll sell okay. Another one I won't talk about too much because I do think we'll probably have some Vinegar Syndrome shows coming up. Surf 2, this is not good.
See, there's an argument about that, and I will tell you, because the way Vinegar Syndrome put the package together, like open it up and look at it. What do you see
on the back cover?
Open it. Like
I know it's hard to read the texts, guys.
but open it. Now show it to me.
Theatrical cut, and then
all right. Well, it has the theatrical cut there. You didn't flip them?
No, I have the. You want me to show?
No. But the problem is one of them is hidden, and like
cut.
Everyone else had the director's cut. One is the only disc there.
Yeah, I had heard that. Yeah,
and I know I warned you because the director's cut cuts out all the nudity and everything good. I don't know if the director found religion or what, but watch the theatrical cut. Well, not a great movie. It will entertain you in an After Dark sort of way.
Yeah, it's a USA Up All Night style. I haven't watched it. I'm going by memory on this. I haven't watched the Blu-ray, but
the director's cut is bad. I will go that far. See?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
See, there we go.
Daily Ghost, Surf 2 rules. It might Ghost. I will say with this, I'm going by memory from a long time ago, so I could see it and fucking love it. I just don't remember it being as good. People were really marking out over this one, and I was like, I don't know. Yeah, so we'll see.
Yeah, that's the same people claiming Halloween 2 is the worst movie ever.
Oh no, it's not that. I didn't say it was the worst movie ever.
No, I know that, but some people are who,
it is one of the worst of the year.
Who like come all over the Vinegar Syndrome stuff and then don't even watch it. I love all the Vinegar Syndrome stuff, so don't get me wrong.
Well, I
but-
come all over the Vinegar Syndrome stuff, and
Well,
so
that's the peak.
you come
Peakorama
all
stuff.
over the Vinegar Syndrome stuff. Well, yeah, everybody comes all over that, but we all come all over Vinegar Syndrome. So, Mondo, on the subject of cum, Mondo Macabre.
You know, this is still on our channel, right, Dan?
I didn't say it can say cum. That's not that bad. Frenchman's Garden. This is Paul Naschy, who is very proud of this one. Kind of a labor of love. Paul Naschy actually called it his best film. I should always check for boobs. No boobs, a little blood, but no boobs. Yeah, so Frenchman's Garden. I do want to do a Naschy show at some point. 1,000-Yard Stare, Dollar Tree, World War II movie. Hanger, which I know we'll probably be covering this at some point on our films. We've done all the Ryan Nicholson stuff, so this one's got pretty disgusting part by Lloyd Kaufman.
Mine's right there too.
Star Vehicle, though, that's not Hanger.
Oh, I thought you.
Hanger. I don't have Star Vehicle yet. I mean, I'm gonna
well,
grab it,
you should hurry up and get it because we're doing a show on both of these like anytime.
Anytime, all right. I will prioritize it for November.
Yeah, well, if not, you know.
Yeah, lots of. If you have a phobia of tampons, I would stay away from from Hanger. What can I say about this? Classic, The Thing, 4K. That was a must for 4K. One that I actually thought I had already upgraded to Blu-ray, and I did not. The Innocents, absolute classic from Criterion. That's essential. As I was going through taking notes on what I needed, I was like, shit, I did not. Of course, based on Turn of the Screw, and yeah, if you you definitely need to see this if you haven't. One of the great 1960s horror films. And also Sundown. I know everybody picked this one up because a lot of people did because the price was right.
Yeah.
So nice.
$11. It was really the one that comes out Tuesday is really cheap too. Steel Dawn's like 13.
Yeah, you can't at that price. It's like, cool. I'll grab it.
The one that was expensive recently was the Dementia 13 one, and that one you can get for like $1 on DVD other places.
Yeah, that one's weird to be charging more.
Well, it's the director's cut. I get that one. It's not the PD one, but
your average Joe doesn't care.
Yeah,
let's be honest.
Well, those titles are not marketed at the average Joe.
No, that's true. But it's in Walmart, you know.
Yeah.
Finally got the 4K of Godzilla versus Kong.
Look at those corners.
Those corners.
Yes. Pugs even messaged me, cringed when he saw he had those movies stored. Throwing in all damaged corners. That's exactly what he said to me.
There was a film in at Walmart, a Black Pumpkin Halloween film.
I brought that one up, and I was afraid of it.
Well, 10 copies. Every single fucking disc was loose. So I haven't bought that yet, but God, it was annoying. I went through each one, and I don't know what somebody just had.
That's when you just take it up, say, if this is scratch, can I just return it?
Sure, but it's still gonna bother me.
Well, no. Well, I mean, if you do it when you're in the store, like literally open it in the store. I've done that before at other places.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Walmart's a little different though.
Till Death, we reviewed this with Megan Fox. Actually, a surprisingly good thriller. I thought this was actually
does not get the Kruger seal of approval.
Yeah, actually, I thought Kruger rated this one fairly decent.
No, this is one he didn't. I think it was all of us but him.
Really? Okay.
I don't think he hated it as much as her last film, but
well, yeah. Hey, look, Megan Fox is not a seal of quality, but probably liked the B shit that she's done more than some of her bigger stuff. Ironically enough, Boys from County Hell. We reviewed this fun Irish vampire flick on Shudder. I was glad that this one got a Blu-ray. I wasn't too sure whether it would or not. Another Shudder film from a little while back. Gwen. Finally grabbed that on Blu-ray. I don't know if we reviewed that. If we did, that was a while ago.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I wasn't too sure. One that I know you have, and I've been meaning to sit down and watch, just with all the Halloween stuff, I haven't. The Mail Order Murder documentary, story of Wave Productions, which oh, just what a story there. Look into this doc if you're a fan of movie docs.
Yeah. Even if
There,
you don't like shitty low budget movies, the doc is really good.
yeah, there was when I was like doing funding some low budget horror films, I was like looking into a lot of people from the Debbie D in particular, and some of these people say like, who can I afford, trying to figure it out. And I think I talked to Debbie D on social media, I believe. um but yeah, I'm looking forward to popping this in. You may like the doc more than you like some of the movies they made, but nonetheless, if you like movie docs, check that out. Um, yes, Ben Grimm, best version of the turning of the screw. I agree. Let me know what you think of Black Pumpkin, Ben.
I was just gonna ask him that too.
And what's up, Mikey? All right. So this one I think we might actually probably do because I know we've got some Christmas stuff coming up, and I know you get all the horror pack stuff. Cadaver Christmas
I thought
Blu-ray.
we covered that one.
Nope. I
Way
remember.
back. You know what? I covered that with Chris way back.
Yeah,
That's
like
when it
six,
first
7
came
years
out.
ago. Yeah, I was gonna say
I
that
can't remember
initial-
what I thought, but he hated it. Shocker. I
Chris
remember,
depends. He liked co-ed in the zombie
but
stoner.
that is a very good movie. I mean, like,
Yeah, but it's a titty flick too.
yeah, I know.
It's a good one, but you wouldn't
It's
think
not
Chris.
just a titty flick, though.
No, it's not. It's just like it's a proper sex comedy, which Asylum did do some really good sex comedies at that time. 18-Year-Old Virgin, man, that is a funny movie.
It's no sex pot, but it's up there.
I think I ranked it higher than Sex Pot, but another horror pack that I got, Malignant, Brad Dourif.
What number is that one?
This one is 38. So
what number are we on now? Jeez. No, I don't remember that one, but I don't remember what they look like.
Oh, it's over a year ago, at least.
I'm trying to see what number this one is. I have the new one sitting right next to me.
Oh, sweet. This one, I don't know if this is sold out yet.
63 is what they're on now.
60. Oh, okay. Well, then shit.
And I have 62 of them. If anyone out there has pieces, hit me up.
You didn't see. That's why it's tough for me. Like they're putting out like Cannibal Holocaust in pieces, and
they've
I'm like,
only done 3 like that.
Yeah,
and I didn't get it because of that reason. But the guy, like, I used to have a guy before I joined that would hit me up. Oh, you want this one? And he was charging me 10 each for all the old ones. He's like,
yeah.
Well, if we're only getting one, so I'm gonna have to charge you shipping. I was like, 15. Ew.
Yeah, and I realized, hey, look, if you don't have a big collection, you don't already have pieces or Cannibal Holocaust, you're probably over the moon that you got that in the mail. So I understand, but yeah, it's just I don't know.
Yeah, I like the stuff that doesn't have another physical release. Although their Jack Frost does have a bonus commentary.
Yeah, Jack Frost was the well, hey, and that might be reason enough.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is sold out yet. Dead Space. This was one of the
I will confirm
Scream Factory web exclusives. This is essentially a remake. Well, it is a remake of Forbidden World with Mark Singer, Beastmaster himself, Bryan Cranston, an early role from him. And you can only get this off of the website. I will say, if you haven't, I wouldn't waste too much time because this will jump really crazy.
I can't even. Was it Deep Space or
Dead Space? Okay, Dead Space. Deep Space is the Fred Olin Ray film.
There we go. Yeah, I know. What was the other one that came out the same day with this? I know I grabbed them both. You can still get it.
Dead Space and
Bluebeard.
Bluebeard. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, and I did get my replacement for Crazy Mama Lady in Red, so they have the fixed ones now.
I was annoyed and I didn't get it, but if it still exists over this holiday season and isn't sold out, I might still grab it.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go through the bullshit.
I wouldn't bother with Bluebeard.
Yeah, Again, I might, but there's priorities.
Talk to me
over
first, then. It's cheaper than Scream Factory, I'll tell you that.
Another one, I don't know if I've ever seen it. It's possible, especially with this cast, but Against the Law, Richard Grieco, Nancy Allen, action film. I do like the cast quite a bit. So try and keep these DVDs together. Things I Do for Money, Dollar Tree. Foxtrot 6, another action film that I didn't pay full price for at Walmart, luckily. Kingdom of the Swords, it's kind of a historical Russian fantasy film, I think. Crusade film. Let's see, going through. Another action film from Dollar Tree, Your Move, with Luke Goss and Robert Davi, which, yeah, again, Dollar Tree special. Luke Goss, every once in a while, like he puts out some pretty cool stuff. He's kind of one of the reigning kings, along with Michael Jai White and Scott Adkins, of course, of the modern day direct to disc action film. Here's a few others. Go through the DVDs fast here. Inhumanity. This is a Wild Eye release. Music Box, which seems to be in like every Dollar Tree. The Nest. This is a Dee Wallace horror film. And I don't think it's a creature feature exactly. It kind of seems like it's a little more psychological. But we just reviewed a Dee Wallace film, so yeah, looks like it might be pretty decent. I'm kind of getting more, I don't know, like possession vibes through the bugs. But I will check that out. Another Wild Eye, House of Salem. I see this at a lot of the Dollar Trees. Cool cover art. You never know. But usually with them, the cover art's always cool. Awoken. This is another one I tend to see a lot at Dollar Trees. So check it out. Some critical acclaim on this. So hopefully that one is decent. Check the chat real quick here. What's up, Mike? Other Mike, Real Fifth Beetle. Yeah, Indie Phantom. Robert Davi is in. He's doing like not just those, but he's doing like some of those like kind of Christian right wing type movies. I've seen him pop up in a lot of those. Can't say anything about them. I'm not big into that, but I still see him pop up in. He did a disaster movie a while back. I saw him in, and it's always nice to see him. I like Robert Davi. And Wild Eye Extreme is still a thing. Indie Phantom. We've covered some of those as well. All right, grab another stack here. Start going through these fast. Severin, Cannibal Man. Grab this. I love this movie so much. It's not necessarily exactly what you might expect, and yeah, no boobs. She's dressed. This one, Blood for Dracula 4K. I've told my Paul Morrissey story quite a bit, so I won't waste time here and make this show even longer. But my mind was blown that we're not only Blood for Dracula, but Flesh for Frankenstein on 4K. That's just insane. Another, I might have had this in the other update, but I'm not sure. Terror Within and Terror Within 2, another web exclusive for Scream Factory. Fun sci-fi creature features. Arlie Ermey's in the second one. Really good cast. George Kennedy's in the first one. Yeah, like I said, when they do the web exclusives, if it's not straight horror, it'll last a while. But if it's horror, it goes Twice Dead. God damn, that was gone like so fast. Also, this is actually a sequel, Occupation Rainfall. It's kind of an alien invasion sort of thing. Australian film too, so I do need to sit down and watch these because I have them both. Looks like actually pretty healthy budget on those two. Also on 4K, Two Evil Eyes. Uh, kind of that period where Argento started to decline a little bit, but I do like this movie quite a bit.
Oh yeah, I just rewatched the 4K. It looks great.
Yeah, I haven't watched it, but I did pop it in, and I was happy with the upgrade. Another controversial film from Mondo Macabro, Silip, Daughters of Eve, a Filipino film. Very very spicy stuff in this one, and mixed with some violence. Definite Todd flick. I grabbed that. Actually, I got that quite a bit cheaper. I got that used off eBay and got it a little bit cheaper. Dollar Tree, Nature Calls, starring Pug's favorite, Patton Oswalt. He loves him. He's a member of the fan club. Never saw this 2012 comedy, but it's also got Johnny Knoxville, Rob Riggle, and Daryl Hammond. So not a big Patton Oswalt guy, but
sure,
I do like some of the other cast. All right. So, essential Raiders of Atlantis from Severin, some of their recent post-nuke Blu-rays. Raiders of Atlantis is a Ruggiero Deodato film, and so wild. I eat this stuff up. Endgame, again, post-apocalyptic goodness.
Yeah, aren't we supposed to do that show? I've already watched them all in preparation.
We were, yeah, and then I think Halloween kind of bumped it, but
coming in November.
Coming in November. Warriors of the Year 2072, the Lucio Fulci one. There's actually a good deal now of these Mad Max Road Warrior ripoffs that are on Blu-ray now. They're actually pretty well represented. Picked up Wrath of Man, which I heard was the better, one of the probably Jason Statham's best movie in a while. I grabbed that on Blu-ray. Pair of Jess Franco films, which at some point we will have a Jess Franco After Dark, boob free. Black Boots, Leather Whip. Way better than 50 Shades of Grey. And The House of Lost Women. Lena Romay is still probably like my ultimate Euro cult film crush. I know you're an Edwige Fenech guy, but and I won't even argue with that. I love her, but I don't know. Female vampire, Lena Romay is my girl. This one, very happy to get it on Blu-ray, and Soon the Darkness. This was actually remade with Carl Urban a while back. Really good movie.
I did. That one's to buy me. Who put that out? Was it Kino? Okay,
Kino,
I'm gonna go buy that one
yes.
right now. Yeah, I'm a huge fan. Well, shocker, I'm a huge fan of both of them.
Yeah. No, this I don't think this has been out too long. It's not a new release. Every once in a while, even I'll look and think, "Fuck, I didn't get that on Street, and I forgot about it."
I know. Yeah, I don't know how that one's. Maybe it was the cover. I'm used to the Anchor Bay cover.
Yeah.
$17.99. Get it tomorrow.
Oh, there you go. Todd shopping on the show. Love After Death, an AGFA release. If you were, it's also
came out 2 years ago, October 15th.
Yeah,
19.
Yeah, it was longer than I thought too. When I was kind of like going through making lists of stuff I didn't have yet, but AGFA, Love After Death, and The Good, the Bad, and the Beautiful. If you're a Something Weird fan, I'm so happy that AGFA is going through their catalog. That's another potential. We have a lot of Flesh After Dark that we can do. See here, Alps from Yorgos Lanthimos. Big fan of that director, and this is one of his earlier films from 2011. Before he kind of became The Lobster, really kind of put him on a lot of people's radar, but I love Dog 2. I still think that's probably my favorite from him. And my almost acting teacher, Didn't quite happen, but Death Ring, Billy Drago, you can't go wrong with Billy Drago, and the other Norris, McQueen, and Swayze. I love the balls behind the advertising for this movie, but it's a pretty good kind of most dangerous game, sort of hard target film. I always liked it. Code Red put it out on Blu-ray, and yeah. Shawshank Redemption, everybody knows that. I got that on 4K. Great film. Zola on Blu-ray. We have a review of that. Wild film. Shout out to Hayden Cornelius. I know he's a big fan. Time Guardian.
Wait. Part of the Florida trilogy, A24 Florida trilogy. Come on.
Yes.
We're getting that over.
You want the box set. That's why you're doing it. Might get it. I could see that. Time Guardian, which is a sci-fi film that Scorpion put out on Blu-ray. Carrie Fisher's in this one, which I always forgot. Dean Stockwell. Some good sci-fi. There's Carrie on the back. Sci-fi cheesiness there. Rollerball. Finally got that off of Ronin on Blu-ray. I've never been a massive Rollerball fan, but I'm way overdue for a rewatch.
You know, I held off on it because I have the Twilight Time one. I'm like, do I really need an upgrade? I'm like, I'm going to hold off till there's an inevitable 4K.
If I had the Twilight Time, I wouldn't have upgraded. But again, paying for a special, I think I did for that one. So,
yeah.
This I honestly just got because I like Melanie Linsky a lot. Lady of the Manor, which is actually
need to watch that.
It's an R-rated comedy, so
it's got Judy Greer, right?
Judy Greer's in
your
it.
favorite Halloween starlet.
Oh yeah, it's probably it's a lot better than Halloween Kills for sure. Also, Justin Long, which is also his directorial debut with his brother. So, yeah, something a little different. Picking up the pace a little bit, and then we'll have some action figures and some books.
I do have one thing I want to show because it's an important. You didn't get it. I posted some pictures. So at the end,
go for it.
Oh, you want to do it now?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Well,
I mean, if you want me to kill time, I'll keep showing them.
Well, no, I actually had stuff right here. Cool. I know you got. Oh, here, let me make myself
a little bigger. The chat while you do that.
All right. I know you got this one, Dan. I had to hide this when it came.
Transformers the movie. I do
because my son just got into Transformers and he's not ready to see Prime die. And then did you grab this one yet? I don't want to jump on.
No, it is on my list. I thought that would be a little cheaper and it never went down.
It has digital too, but okay.
Yeah,
that was just right here. Here's the one. All right.
Well, I can give away when I get it, the digital copy off on Patreon. I can give away because I already have that on digital.
All right, here we go. The Children of the Corn set.
Ooh, how much did you pay?
I pre-ordered it from Diabolic. I want to say I'd have to look, honestly.
Now, which movies is it?
Well, that's what I'll pull them out and show you. Okay, so since it is open. All right, comes with the poster and the little booklet like normal. All right, and it comes with the original on 4K and Blu-ray. It's got both in there. Unlike most Arrows, now you get one or the other. But yeah, so I haven't had a chance. I don't really. This is like the fourth time I've watched, and every time I buy it, I'm like, maybe this time I'll like it because I'm not a huge fan of Children of the Corn. I like Children of the Corn 2 much better, which is included. And the last one, the reason I bought the set because I love Children of the Corn 3 Urban Harvest. So
that's the best Children of the Corn.
I agree.
Movie.
Absolutely. I like 4 and 5, but they're not good. They're just bad. They're that era of Dimension films that are bad, but I still have fun with them.
Yeah, no, I get that, but yeah, as a whole, that franchise is shit. But for me, but
I like the last one everyone hates because I like the lead in it. Oh, I forget what it's called.
Yeah, because you had the sci-fi. It feels like though that's one I'm perfectly fine if they do a remake because
they've already done a remake and they're doing another.
Well, a bigger
like a studio remake.
Yeah, studio remake, I should say.
Well, you know what? With all everyone wanted to do
Get
Stephen King
Flanagan
stuff.
behind it. I mean,
Yeah, I could see it happening.
yeah. I mean, it's a popular. I over the years, everybody that I'd hear, it's like, oh, it's one of my favorite horror movies. And I'm like,
I
have
don't
you
get that.
go back and watch it? I get it from a cheese standpoint. I can see with that one a little bit, but it's not a scary film. That's what I don't get. That movie is just dripping with cheese. Outlander, we have your woman. I don't know. Didn't work for me, but even as a kid. The Borrower, great film. Scream Factory put out. I really like this one a lot. Always a big Ray Don Chong fan, and Tony Amendola, I believe, was also in this. And yeah, hopefully, and it's a non-Scream Factory fuck up, so there's that. I'm behind on some box sets, but I did pick up the Arrow Years of Lead, 5 classic Italian
Nice.
cop thrillers.
Which
set.
ones are included?
This one has, excuse me. This one has Savage 3, like Rabid Dogs, Colt 38 Special Squad, and Highway Racer, and No, the Case is Happily Resolved. Gotta love those titles. But I do like the Italian cop flicks some of those are really, really good. Really, really wild. I still have to crack this open. I haven't even cracked it open yet, but once we get through Halloween.
Yeah.
So, Dollar Tree special, Righteous Villains, some sort of, I don't know, prophecy type flick. The Wannabe, Patricia Arquette's in it. Again, $1. I'll grab it on Blu-ray. I like Patricia Arquette. If She Screams, another Blu-ray. Don't know much about it. This is actually a Malaysian action film. Silent Warriors. That looked like it was pretty cool. I got this, I think, at random Walmart pickup a while back. Speaking of the Vestron line, we've got the Wraith on Blu-ray. Wasn't a huge fan. I mean, I liked it, but not like a huge fan as a kid. And I'm due a rewatch to see where that. Where
I did rewatch. I'm curious where you're at.
Yeah,
for some reason I seem to watch the Vestrons immediately, but
yeah, I didn't hate it. It just was never a part of my regular rotation or anything. So yeah. Scare Me, Shutter film. I think we all like this. Very unique.
That cover is just so generic. I wish they would have done something a little nice, but
yeah,
but
it's also
Blu-ray.
Cheap Blu-ray. I don't know why I got this.
They had better artwork on the page, so
yeah,
they do that a lot. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I do like that movie. That was unique. I can see that that's one not everybody's gonna love, but it's quirky. It was different. I don't know why. This again, $1 Blu-ray, dollar store, short term, 12. Brie Larson is such a bitch, but it's $1. It's Blu-ray again. I'll grab it if I don't have it.
Remember, ladies, he's single.
Well, she is. I'm not looking to date Brie Larson, so it's all good. If you're Brie Larson, take offense. You're a bitch. What can I say? All right. I'm to the end of the Blu-rays with this stack, and then I have a few more DVDs, and then we'll get to because I know this is a long show already. But thanks for hanging out. Phobia, which Lauren actually had the star of this one on his show. Go back and visited by Voices One. Really good movie. Another Kino Blu-ray, which if you haven't seen Phobia, Todd, I think that's one you might like quite a bit.
All right.
I already did that one. This was another from the Kino sale. Scissors, Sharon Stone Blu-ray, kind of one that doesn't get talked about quite as often. Steve Railsback's in this one. Ronnie Cox. She's surrounded by really good cast in this one. I'm not sure how to pronounce this, but Boise Moi. It's a French film, and the translation is probably problematic for YouTube, but yeah, this is kind of a yeah, French revenge flick, kind of in the spirit of I Spit on Your Grave, Irreversible sort of film. And this was also part of the Kino sale. I used to have this on DVD, and seemed like a good time to grab it. Recent release, and then the Kino sale, got it for a good price. Uh, Big Rutger Hauer fan. This is early Paul Verhoeven, Spetters, which this film has actual triple X sex acts in it. This one's was very, very controversial in its home country. Get a early look at Rutger Hauer just right a year before he really broke out with Blade Runner. This one's not great, but nonetheless, I still like it. Beware the Blob. Uh, Pretty cool cast though, and um, yeah. I don't know why I hadn't picked it up yet, but Sid Haig's in it, Burgess Meredith, Dick Van Patten. It was directed by Larry Hagman, so very interesting and talented group of people behind Beware the Blob. Um, Coming down to the end here. 3 is the Indie Phantom. Which Naomi Watts one are you talking about? Oh, Ron, are you on the Vestron line? I'm sorry, I need to look at the chat more. Yeah, Big Crack Rock. I know I'm showing off a lot. Yeah, Brie Larson is a bitch, Punisher Batman fan. I'm not ashamed to say it. She is. Oh, that's cool. You got to see Blase et Moi at the premiere Indie Phantom. That's awesome. Another Dollar Tree special, Deadheading. I think it's more of a thriller, airplane sort of thing. This is a man, JC, and it's not that JC. Good grindhouse film from biker movie from Code Red. Put this one out, and I got this also through the I believe the Kino sale. Code Red and Kino put that one out there. And last Blu-ray, then I'll run through some few DVDs, and then I'll be on to action figures and collectibles. Scavenger. This is a cannibal post-nuke flick, I believe from Argentina, or it might be Spain, but for some reason I thought this was from Argentina. I know this has been on Kruger's radar for a while, so potential review coming for that as well at some point. And, all right, quick DVD stack. Then I'm going to show off some figures. Dollar Tree pickups, Ambushed. Nobody Dies, which I don't know what that's about, but she's rocking the leather pants, so that's cool. This one just seemed like potentially offensive as shit. I think it's a propaganda movie.
Oh, even better.
American Martyr.
You were telling me about that one,
but I can't quite believe it. So I have a feeling that the recommendation. I don't think that they would get a movie out there that glorifies kind of an alt-right bomber, arsonist. I kind of doubt it, so I have a feeling that's not true. But somebody,
it could be like Run, Hide, Fight, which wasn't really one, but they kind of tried to market it as.
yeah, that's true. And this one I heard was a pretty good drama, Back Fork, which is kind of about the opioid crisis. Josh Stewart, I really like him, and AJ Cook, who plays his wife in Criminal Minds as well. Dollar Tree, I saw that had some really good reviews, so check that out. Run with the Hunted, Ron Perlman flick, also from Dollar Tree. Operation Cicero, which is actually a Turkish, I believe Turkish war film from making sure here that sometimes they have the flag and YouTube is picky about that. Operation Cicero, and again, Dollar Tree, Patricia Arquette, Permanent. Don't know what that is, but like Patricia Arquette, and I like Rainn Wilson. All right, so
that one I've actually I've been looking forward to watching. I haven't actually watched yet. It actually looks really good. So I'd like to. I don't know. I'd like to talk. I don't know if we'll do a show on it, but I'd like to hear what you think.
Oh, sweet. Okay. All right. So I'll talk more about Netherworld Haunt that I was at on our Halloween tradition show coming up. But I will
This
show
Wednesday.
a couple cool props I got. This is a demon skull, which I thought looked really cool. I've got a collection of different sort of knickknacks on one shelf, and I thought this was a
going.
nifty sort of thing. Yeah, I use it. Sometimes I'll put them in between like books
Sections
in some
and stuff, yeah.
cases. Yeah, it's although this one's heavy. Shouldn't be too heavy though. Or it should be heavy enough, I should say, to hold up the books. I also got this Cthulhu bust statue. This one's actually heavier, and I think I only paid $20 for this, which it's pretty solid, looks cool. I'm obviously a big Lovecraft guy, big cosmic horror guy in general, so I don't know, I thought these were neat. I got them at the gift shop. I like supporting haunts because I'm sure after the last 2 years they've taken a beating in terms of business, but I'm happy to report there were tons of people at the haunt, and let's see. I've actually lied. I have a few more DVDs, but I'm just gonna go through these quick. Phase 4 Dean Cain action film. These are all Dollar Tree. Death Kiss, Renee, the director Renee Perez, a friend of the show, finally grabbed that.
Not when I tell you there is a Blu-ray.
Yeah, but it's one of those BDRs, and when you're looking at it for $1 versus maybe the shitty.
Oh, that one was $1, then I would have grabbed it too, even though I have the BDR.
Yeah, that was just my thing. It's $1.
Yeah, I guess that part. Sorry, I know you're trying to run through them. My bad. I'll stop.
Oh, that's cool. Lance Henriksen Western movie, Eminence Hill, easy pickup for $1. Another. I'm running out of space to even put these. Another Western, Painted Woman, which looked pretty cool. One trip to the Dollar Tree, I grabbed like a bunch of like Western films. Five Fingers for Marseille, which is this one's actually got some really good reviews, so I've got to check this one out at some point. Kind of reminded me of Posse, the old 90s Mario Van Peebles film. Goldstone, this is an Australian flick. Jackie Weaver, who's always fantastic. Hostage X, action film with Jason London. Battle of Harlem. This is a, I think maybe Norwegian flick or Dutch flick. And double feature of Takedown and The Entity.
Not that entity.
Not that entity, no. The Comic Kids, which looks like a cash in on Stranger Things, obviously, with the artwork, but Dark Light, which actually looks pretty decent. Are you pulling an Officer Doofy right now, Todd?
What do you mean? Oh no, that's my computer working.
Yeah, I was gonna say sticking your dick in the.
No,
that's
what I did earlier.
We'll go with that. Archive. Haven't watched this yet, but actually looks like a pretty cool sci-fi flick. Probably not great, but Cartel 2045 with Danny Trejo, another sci-fi flick that I would imagine he's probably in for about 5 minutes. But I don't know, looks decent from the back. Crossbreed, a Daniel Baldwin, the who's killed no one, by the way. and Vivica A. Fox looks like an alien invasion sort of thing, and Alien: Reign of Man. So there you go. That is actually the end of the DVDs. I thought I botched. I thought I got them all. All right. We're already longer than the last update show. But you're hanging out with us, and that's cool. So
I just read a comment. I don't know if I want to put it all together.
From who?
Well, this is in regards to Brie Larson. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why. Okay, I guess Dan's not looking at the screen because I have the comment on the screen.
I am not. I went back to the.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Big Crack Rock. I agree. I do hope she does a movie with
Well,
Alec.
I wouldn't get to. Yeah.
Lots of. Yeah, I won't be too mean. All right. I thought this was cool. You can get this at Walmart. Although sometimes it's hard to find one that's not completely fucked up. But the Thing action figure from
Nice.
NECA,
McCready,
Ultimate McCready. I have his the Escape from New York figure with him as well. As I'm trying to,
I like these figures. I have one problem, and it holds me back from buying them.
Really, what is that?
It's the flap. How do I display it? Like if you look at like the Screen Factory ones for like,
yeah, it is. You have to open it.
So it's like I don't bother. If I wanted to take it out, it's one thing. I just can't get myself. Even like the leather faces, I didn't buy for that same reason. It's like I want to be able to see the figure.
I get that, and
I also get the wanting to collect them too. But I mean, the fact that you can't, how do I display them?
I have well, when I was recording in my other section, I put a lot of these up high anyways because I'm like,
I think I've noticed that. Yeah. So yeah.
If you open them too much too, and I mean, granted, I guess you can find a way to get the Velcro, but the Velcros will come off. I've got a couple that are missing like one of the Velcros, and then it's like, fuck, all right, that's annoying. So I will say, and I don't know if they do, but it'd be kind of cool if they sold just those little things that fit right, on
the little circle Velcros.
Yeah, I mean, I know I can buy them somewhere, but like just the right size to, if you got them falling off or whatever, because some of them do if you open them a lot, which I don't.
Well, you know how you solve that problem. Don't have a flap that hides the fucking figure.
I agree. Also, Toonie Terrors. Ooh. I want to say Kruger has most of these, but
I know he has some. Yeah.
Nosferatu. I grabbed that because it's Nosferatu. Got to respect the history. And Chucky and Tiffany.
Nice.
I don't have all of these, although I probably have most of them now. Actually.
See, it's nice. You can hang them and see them.
Yep. Hey, I don't disagree, but it's the Thing. I wanted it.
I get that. I've gotten over that point in my life where I need to just have it to have it.
Yeah. I assume you've got this. Well, I don't know. You're not. I know you've liquidated some action figures, but I got the.
I've only liquidated a couple. No, well, you already see two problems I have with it.
Yeah, well, yeah. But I have like every Leatherface figure, so
yeah, I can. Sawyer over Hewitt. I'm not even bothering.
Yeah, like you guys can't see, but I've got like one wall like straight down with some of the old the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre figures, and I think I might have every Leatherface figure. I'd have to check. Maybe not everything, but I have the old McFarlane one, and
I'm sure I have a few you don't have.
Yeah, yeah. I think I might be missing one or two, but I have most everything.
And then if you include the pops, you got a whole nother section.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I do those like up high too to save space. I've got the.
No, I mean there's like I think 3 Leatherfaces and pops.
Yeah, I have the rare one on that one, the variant.
For the first release, we'll figure that out later.
It's
There's
confusing.
Yeah.
Also got the Creeper.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know.
Get your butt plug off the screen. I'm gonna blur that on when we archive this.
That would be a painful butt plug.
Dan's looking forward to this month, and I think next week's your part 4 comes out.
Salva free, right? It's new.
No, he didn't direct it or anything, but he's still getting money off it.
Well, yeah, sure. Um, God, is that out already? I haven't followed that shit at all.
I saw a random post that it's coming out like next week, 29th or 30th. I don't know.
Shit, that shows how much people care because I'm not hearing anybody talking about it.
Well, they give it this week. I'm sure people will start going nuts like they do
After 3, I don't know how nuts they're gonna go.
No, go nuts about people bringing it up.
Oh, yeah, that's true too. It doesn't seem like they're. Also, when Halloween was good, Halloween 2, Michael Myers. I grabbed that. It's cool now because you can get so much of this just at Target, some at Walmart. It's not the pain in the ass because I'm not big on ordering figures online. I've just had too many problems. That's one thing I prefer in store if I have any options at all. And forgive me while I reach here for a minute because I put a couple things outside of my reach. These are the last 2 figures. Then I'll show you off some books. And then you can go back to your Halloween activities here. All right. So I actually have another reaction Jaws set from like 2015, but pick this one up. Quint and Jaws. Focus. Sorry, trying to get it off of that blur. Toonie Terrors. This is one of the first, I think the first like big set that they've had.
Yeah, I haven't seen any other like that for Toonie Terrors other than that one.
Yeah, so I thought that was cool. I grabbed that at Target, I believe. And just in time for the holidays, the Winter Gremlins 2-pack. Also at Target. I didn't collect. I have a few Gremlins figures. I didn't collect that whole line that came out. I don't know, probably 10 years ago now. But I did grab these.
You know, my favorite Gremlin is. See if you can guess.
Daffy?
No, my favorite Gremlin is the Flasher Gremlin.
Oh fuck! What am I? I've known Todd so many years.
I love that bar scene. Even when I was a kid, I didn't know I loved it. The same with Superman 3. My favorite was Drunk Superman in the bar.
Where you just, I assume you were like mimicking that. It's like the Gremlin did it.
Yeah, I was destined to be an alcoholic. Blames Gremlins and Superman 3. Look how cool the Gremlins looked while getting hammered. Superman's fucking flicking things and fucking burning. Come on.
So, all right, we'll show off some books. Yeah, I've got some stuff you probably haven't heard of. I know not everybody's necessarily a reader, but it's a lot of, hey, check it out. Maybe I'll inspire somebody. I see Indie Phantom has 30 plus titles to grab, so that's probably like at least a good grand Indie Phantom that you're spending. So that's cool. So one author that I'm reading a lot right now, new to me. I mean, I don't think any are actually really new, but new to me is Philip Fracassi. And I grabbed, this one's actually kind of rare, and I didn't realize it was a part of the collection that I have too, but Fragile Dreams. This is actually great. I love this. It's a novella. I'm really impressed with Philip Fracassi. I also got Shiloh, which is a Civil War horror story. This one's pretty short. This one's 65 pages, so short one. And I got his collection, which I love the cover art on this, Beneath a Pale Sky, collection of stories. I'm a big cosmic horror guy, and I do recommend Philip Fracassi. He's somebody to look into if you don't not aware of who he is. I haven't read everything, but what I have read, I have enjoyed quite a bit. Another one, I think I've read some of her shorts before. Again, not new, but new to me. Nicole Cushing. I got A Sick Gray Laugh, which looks really, really good. I haven't read it yet, but I know this one is. I think she might have won a Stoker for that one. I don't remember which one she won the Stoker for. But she writes some pretty twisted stuff. Also got the Half Freaks. Again, I'm not going to tell you too much about these, but hopefully a good reference for you to look some of this up. Children of No One. A lot of small press stuff that I've been getting lately, which is important because there's so much good stuff out there that nobody's even aware of. The Sadist's Bible, which yeah, this one looks sex, torture, depravity. Yeah, this one's right up my alley. So that might be her first actual, well, might be her first novel. I can't remember. Also, this one I have read and I like quite a bit. Mr. Suicide. This one did win the Stoker. I think this might be the one that she did get her Stoker for. I could be wrong on that. I'm not gonna Google it right now. And her collection, The Mirrors. There you go. You can look into that, see what you like to read.
I'm just throwing it up there. See, Indie Phantom knows what's up. Drunk Superman did and it's funny, I'll tell you real quick. Every time I watch, this is probably the only reason I can tolerate Superman Returns, is he's wearing like the purple outfit the whole time. So I think he's just drunk Superman the whole movie because the color changes when he's drunk Superman. So
I haven't watched the Christopher Reeve ones in a long time.
I still love him. 3's my favorite. I have no problems telling everyone that. Ozzy gets so mad. But here's the thing.
That's the Richard Pryor one, right?
Yes. Okay. My God. It's amazing. If you love Richard Pryor. Which I get why people don't like that one, but he tries to argue with me 4 is a better movie. Get the fuck out of here. 4 literally killed the franchise.
Oh, 4 definitely. I mean, look, I understand. Well, I mean, when I was growing up too, though, I mean, a superhero movie was stuff like Superman 4,
Batman,
and the Albert Pune Captain America. And,
oh God, that was horrible but entertaining.
Oh yeah, no, it was all cheese filled. But
Superman 4 needed to go full canon. That's what they needed to do. Not what they did.
I'd love it if a lot of the Marvel shit today went full canon, but I know I'm in the minority on that. I know everybody loves Marvel, but
I'm gonna make Ozzy do a show on Superman 3 and 4 Indie Phantom. We'll talk about that opening title.
He needs to watch Trauma.
He's gonna last 5 minutes. We might as well do a live stream of us watching it or a watch along because he'll last like literally 5 minutes and be like, I'm out.
It has the hot lesbian scene at the beginning.
I'm out. I'm telling you, he's not gonna make it 5 minutes in. You know, we should all take bets on how long we'll last and watch it with him.
He's got to finish it though. That's not.
He won't though. If he's like, there's no.
Well, if you're adding stuff to your list, Indie Phantom, and you like fucked up shit, Trauma, the Chilean horror film that Artsploitation put out on Blu-ray. Holy shit, that one does not fuck around, dude. All right, so The Resurrectionists. This is part of the Salem Howley series, book 1. This is cosmic horror, Lovecraft homage. Well, not homage really, because I mean this one kind of deals with some of the racism aspects. Not of I don't believe of Lovecraft in particular, but kind of a little more in the vein of Lovecraft Country, from what I understand. I have not read these yet, so I can't say for sure. But they have come highly recommended. Michael Patrick Hicks. Check that out. Add that to your TBR pile. So this this author, Haley Piper, has been called I mean, the next Clive Barker, which is kind of heavy, and we'll see. You got to churn out a lot of really great stuff to get to that level. But I am enjoying her. I've only read this first one and part of her collection, but The Worm and His Kings by Haley Piper. Another small press thing, but I think you will. I get the sense you will be hearing a lot from her. And yeah, if you follow BookTube, that's a name you're seeing come up a lot nowadays. And yeah, I'm impressed so far. Very impressed. And I've started this. I haven't nearly finish it. But The Unfortunate Elements of My Anatomy, also by Haley Piper. This is her collection, so you might, want to get a taste for her. And her latest novel, The Queen of Teeth, Mutant Veg. So can't go wrong with that. But very well written. I don't think it's schlocky necessarily, but yeah. You had me at Mutant Badge. What can I say? I think I don't know what book. I want to shout out a BookTube channel. Maybe Kasha Book Cemetery. Maybe that's where I first heard about that one. I could be wrong, but check out her channel. She's actually really cool. All right. Stretching. I'll start going a little faster because this one's going to hit the 2-hour mark. Broken Rock by Deep Aria. I don't know a whole lot about this. It's cosmic horror. And I think it was like $6.99 on Amazon. So I checked it out. Another one that I don't know, maybe Books of Blood or one of the BookTube channels recommended. So I grabbed that. This one's fucked up. Womb by Duncan Ralston. That's a pretty twisted. It earns the extreme horror title for sure. And I do have some other extreme horror titles to show you. I grabbed finally the Dawn of the Dead novelization. Had to add that to the library because I did not have it. Now this is another author that I like quite a bit. Mikey, if you're still listening, I know your wife is a big reader. So, although be forewarned, there's a few of these that are pretty messed up. I don't want to get yelled at if she ends up buying one of the fucked up titles. But Brian Boyer, I like this guy quite a bit. Again, not new, just new to me. Flesh Rehearsal. I got that. Really cool dude. I haven't like talked to him or anything, but I do follow him on Twitter. It's got an interesting life story as well. And I think I'm in for the long haul with him. Apocalypse. This is also one of his novels. And Road Harvest. And I like him enough that I am going to pick up probably everything he's got out. And this is probably a good starting point. This is one of his collections of shorts, Perpetual Dread. I really like, I wouldn't classify him necessarily as an extreme horror author, although he definitely goes there. His stuff's pretty intense. And it flirts with extreme horror. I wouldn't like necessarily label him as an extreme horror author, but he's a great author. I really like his stuff quite a bit. All right, keep going. Don't know much about this one, but I grabbed it at Barnes and Noble. Nothing But Blackened Teeth by Cassandra Shaw. Looks pretty cool. I actually have another book. I haven't read her, but I got this. This is limited to 100. It's and I think it came out in this edition was 1991. The Dark Country, short story by Dennis Etchison, and this particular leather volume of it. Just this story, it's kind of like pocket size. They only made 100, and it is signed by the late great Dennis Etchison. So I could not resist. I got that for a pretty good price. Great horror short story. Keep going here. I'm not very good about reading YA horror, and I should be more open to it because there is some good stuff out there. But I got
probably
this.
Shouldn't. You don't like YA horror movies. Why do you think you're gonna like to read about them? You're just gonna yell at all the teenagers.
If it's well written. Well, that's not necessarily the same case though in literature, but you'll see. I had to get this because Creepshow, they're putting out books now. I was a little disappointed because I picked it up at first and thought, and then I saw Scholastic on it, and I was like, well, you know what? I'll still get it. Why not? I kind of missed the Goosebumps craze. Not that I wasn't the right age. I was already reading other stuff at that point, so I never really, I don't know. YA always turned me off, and that's not entirely fair. I mean, there's some really great stuff that could be classified as YA. So trying to be better about that and broaden my horizons. Gemma Files, experimental film. Uh, I have not read this, but I have heard amazing things about this one, and she is a very good writer. Yeah, Gemma Files. Another one that came recommended through a BookTube channel. I don't remember which one, so just shouting out several
Someone.
of you. Trying to hit, yeah, Books of Blood, and most of you I don't know personally. I don't know if Juan with Plagued by Visions, although I don't think you were this one, but I have talked to Juan a few times. He's cool though. Prisoners of Stewartville, which actually looks really, really cool. This one caught my eye. Most of these are ones I have not read yet. They're just like, you're kind of getting my TBR pile, but there's a few that I have. Where Dragonflies Dance by A.A. Medina. Again, small press. It's good to support them. You're not a lot of these you just won't be aware of unless you're big into the BookTube community, which that's quite a bit of what I watch on YouTube. This one I did read. I like this one. Michael Griffin, Armageddon House. That one's really good. And have not read the book yet, but we did review the movie on this. We Need to Do Something by Max Booth, which I'm kind of curious to see how similar it is to the movie.
Or the movie to the book.
Yes. This is a slasher novel, and it's kind of under the radar. I remember the review for this one because I hadn't heard of it, and they said it's like a diamond in the rough slasher type novel. Punch by J.R. Park. It was like a big show on just unknown books that nobody ever talks about, and this was one of the gentleman's favorites. Punch. Could be a little difficult to find, but I got this off eBay, a used copy for I think like $8. Not too bad. This is a pretty twisted, kind of erotic horror haunting flick. The Train Derails in Boston by Jessica McHugh. Check that one out. She has another novel that's escaping me right now, but she's one not very well known, but every time I hear a review for her, it's always very positive. And I've got one of my fucked up piles here. So, well, not all of it. This was really cool. This is a tribute to David Cronenberg, The New Flesh. This is just all in the style of Cronenberg's films.
Nice.
I've been hearing a lot of good things about this. I know Kathy Koja is in this, Cody Goodfellow, Brian Evanson, who I'm a big fan of, Ryan Harding. A lot of great authors contribute to this, and really cool cover art. All right,
reminds me of Video Dead.
Yeah, Videodrome.
No, it reminds me. Actually, it reminds me of the.
Oh yeah, I see
the
that.
UK Video Dead artwork.
Yeah, it is actually similar. Maybe we'll get Chris to buy that one.
All right, that's the Video Dead book.
So Flesh Wound does not necessarily do trigger warnings, but I will say some of the ones I'm going to show you now probably have trigger warnings for everything, and because these are more extreme horror. Lovesick by John Athan. Ooh, yeah, he does not fuck around. So if you want to feel really bad and see people suffer in really horrible ways, you get it there. This one is extreme, maybe a little more accessible though, for if you want something hard, but well, no, it's still pretty fucked up. I don't want to lead somebody into an ambush. Yellow by Aaron Beauregard. This is a revenge story, and I like Aaron Beauregard quite a bit. Not that I've read a ton by him, but yeah. And this is one that's another Aaron Beauregard book that is very popular on BookTube. The Slob. There's already a sequel out to this one, but guys, I've read this one, so I will recommend it again. Just make sure if you're listening to us, I don't think you're going to be that sensitive, but there's some shit that goes down that you're not going to really get to. It's going to be harder to do it in a movie. This is Grindhouse. This one's Grindhouse Press. Kind of falls under extreme horror. It's a very heavy novel, and that is True Crime by Samantha Kolsnick. And this is very popular. If you're a little nervous about diving into some of the extreme horror, this might be a good one. I mean, it's a gut punch, but it's not. It's not like a Mother Maggot where, for like, I don't know, 7 pages, you're getting like the most vile sexual stuff described in great detail. I'm not recommending Mother Maggot, but God damn, I could not finish my dinner after that one.
That's an endorsement.
Yeah, kind of. You won't be fucking for at least give it about a month though. After that one, that one's vile. Another author I recommend, Christopher Triana. This is the one I haven't read yet. I got this off of
nice cover.
This one's kind of like a really, I think, evil cheerleader sort of thing. But he's a really good writer. Because I can recommend, I haven't read that yet, but Gone to See the Riverman, which is really good. And They All Died Screaming. There's different levels to extreme horror, so John Athens, he goes pretty hard. Matt Shaw's another one that he doesn't shy away from a lot of really unpleasant sexual scenarios. And I'm right towards the end now, guys.
Question: did you pick up the Yours Truly, Elvira?
No.
Okay.
There's still a few things I need. I didn't get the I still need to get the Vengeance Trails Blu-ray set.
Yours Truly, Elvira is a book, Dan.
Oh no, you're on the book. Okay, I thought you were. All right, sorry. No, not yet, but I'm gonna be getting it soon.
Yeah, I'm about a third way through it. So.
Oh really? Oh, I did not know you were reading something right now. You got to do a review.
Technically, I'm doing the audio book because I listen to it when I drive to Arizona. So.
Does she narrate it?
Yes. Yeah, okay. It's really cool. Actually, if you do an Audible free trial, you get 2 free books. So I downloaded that for the drive, and then also the last Bruce Campbell book, Hail to the King, the second, the More Confessions of a B movie actor, which I haven't had a chance to read. So I'm going to listen to those on the way. Bruce narrates those. I actually want to get his first book. I actually want to get his first book now because he narrates that one too. I read that one, but I mean, just to listen on the car. So
yeah, I have never ever listened to an audiobook. I've never done that.
Bruce Campbell's second one was the first one I ever did, and that was so I bought the CD set because I already had the book too, but I bought it for the drive to Arizona and back. It was annoying because I had to switch CDs every 74 minutes, but
that's all. Yeah, I just don't like being read to. I don't know. I like to sort of let the story form in my head.
I get that, but when you're doing autobiographies and it's read by the person who, it's a little different. Like, I couldn't just listen to an audiobook of like it, but like biographies and stuff like that, I have no problem if it's done by the original person. Yeah.
Oh, Indie Phantom. Okay, you've heard of The Slob. Yes, it is wild. And you'll want to check that out. Hey, Garrett, what's up? Sorry I missed you. I was showing off books. Born to Be Rad. If you're not subbed to Garrett, Garrett is a longtime listener. I had a message from Garrett from back in 2012 that he was listening to. Well, not you and me at that time, but yeah, me and Melissa. I guess at that point it was me and Melissa, or me and Jen. All right, hardcover, Dennis Etchison. There's some partial nudity, so I'm going to cover it.
I was gonna say, yeah,
deaf artist.
Chris putting you and me together kind of ended the old show. We killed it. We Vince Russo'd him.
It's funny how many, like I said, Garrett, who I didn't realize. I mean, I knew Garrett, but I didn't place him with Born to Be Rad, which makes no sense because I knew he was named Garrett. And then I was like, we were in the green room for Region Free. I was like, oh fuck, you're that Garrett! Holy shit! So yeah, so many connections through. I can connect Chiller to our old show, and so many crazy connections from those days that still pop up. All right, this is a collection hardcover. Got this at Second and Charles. 5 Strokes to Midnight. Gary A. Braunbeck, who is such a great author. I wish he was more of a household name. He deserves to be, although certainly in the horror literature community, I think he's extremely well respected. But 5 Strokes to Midnight. This also has Tom Piccirilli, Christopher Golden, some really good stories. I did not own this one yet, so I picked it up. Also a Tom Piccirilli collection from Cemetery Dance, Futile Efforts. Tom Piccirilli, another one, no longer with us, sadly, but it's a nifty little collection. On the topic of Gary Braunbeck, I have read this one before, but I did not have the Cemetery Dance hardcover. Prodigal Blues. This is really, really good. Gary Braunbeck's just a safe bet in general. I'm not going to try and turn my camera, but I got a whole section there of Gary Braunbeck. Indifference of Heaven is an essential Braunbeck title. But again, pretty much everything that he did is essential. And if you go back, it's one of Lauren's more popular interviews. One of, I mean, easily a top 3 probably show that he's done for me personally. Great interview with Gary. I think it's one of his most listened to shows too, which I was happy to see because Gary's so cool. And all right, last stack here, guys. For those of you that have hung out with me for 2 hours and 12 minutes. Wow. Hey, Jay, what's up, man? If I'm extending into anybody's showtime, I do apologize.
I know. I couldn't even make it the whole 2 hours.
I know. Todd had to bow out. He's like, you've already fapped.
I gave you 90 minutes, asshole. You're 45 over.
Well, hey, that's what happens.
I know.
Caretaker of Lauren Field. Haven't read this yet. Another BookTube recommendation. Add some of these BookTube channels, guys. In fact, I don't know if I'll do it tonight, but I'll try in the comments. I may not have links, but I'll at least list their channel names, and you can check them out. It's really important to grow the horror community. And as far as BookTube goes, I'll see some of these great channels that will have people like Stephen Graham Jones on, and nobody's aware of the channel, and it's so frustrating because they put out great content. But yeah, check that one out. I think that was on one of those really good horror novels you've never heard of list. Some more Lovecraftian stuff here. Move Underground by Nick Mamatis. It's one that always comes highly recommended from Brian Keene. Broken Hours by Jacqueline Baker. I'm again a huge Lovecraft guy, huge cosmic horror guy, and this one falls under extreme horror, and she's actually the owner of Grindhouse Press, CB Hunt, Ritualistic Human Sacrifice. There are a few or a handful of female authors that do extreme horror and are just as fucked up as the guys. Monica O'Rourke, of course, and there's more and more because yeah, she writes some pretty intense stuff, but a lot of humor in this one too. So if you need a little humor with your debauchery and horrible stuff, there you go. Final two, guys. These are getting a lot of attention right now. The Last House on Needless Street by Catriona Ward. I got that at Barnes and Noble. I've heard really good things. This is one that it seems destined for a movie. It's got all the big names that are raving about this book. And Stephen Graham Jones, who last year wrote The Only Good Indians, which is just amazing. And this is his new kind of meta slasher novel, My Heart is a Chainsaw. Finally grabbed it. And yeah, if you haven't read Stephen Graham Jones, grab The Only Good Indians. It's fantastic. I think I even saw it in paperback at Walmart. So that's a really good read. And I am done. I'm sure I'll come up with something that I forgot to show off tonight, but 2 hours, 16 minutes. And I was worried that I wasn't going to have enough to fill an hour. So there you go. So we'll do some quick teases for upcoming shows. We've got thank you, Indy. I'm glad you enjoyed it. You had breakfast. Wow, what I forgot where you're from, Indy Phantom. We're obviously on different time zones, but all right. Yeah, Jay, it's a big one. I go from movies to action figures, collectibles to books. So probably could have done them separate, but
that's why I say you think you don't have enough. You could do one a month and be fine.
But it's like that. It's a pay-per-view. It's still less than a WWE pay-per-view. That's how I look at it. Still less than Raw. But all right. So some teases. We have Halloween.
I can't even say. Where is he? Canadian in Asia? Oh, okay. Wait.
Oh shit, Indy Phantom. You probably said that, but yeah, I did not realize you were overseas. That's awesome. I know we have. I haven't communicated with the person in a while. I know we have somebody from France. I know we have listeners. Well, Canada, obviously, but. I know we have a couple people that listen in Germany going back a ways. Yeah, so that's cool. I always like knowing where people are without doxing them, of course. So, all right. I try not to. Some people do in the community, but that's another story. So also Halloween traditions coming up. We've got a lot of XPW coverage.
I was going to say, what do we got? What do we got tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Well, I was going to say our only non-horror show, I think, all month.
I'm going to say XPW qualifies. People were nearly burned alive, thrown off scaffolds.
It does have the human horror film, so.
Yes, so XPW is most definitely.
I know, I'm going to save it. No, I got. Yeah, just.
I've been good. I haven't revealed anything, but yes. So we all go back to the XPW days. Well,
okay.
Me less so than Todd, but Todd's.
Indy Phantom spends every summer in California.
Nice. Oh, nice. Okay, that's cool, man. You travel. I'm
good place to spend summer. Avoid Arizona. I know that much in the summer. Jesus, I hate that.
I know that's like it's actually. Look, I'm cold, a little chilly right now, and I'm not bitching one bit because
I still got the air on. I ain't fucking around.
Really? It's still that hot there? Because
no,
we're over the AC hump now out here. But yes, so we've got that. Lots of XPW coverage from people who were there.
A Punisher Batman fan just said the XPW episode was awesome. They definitely check out tomorrow because we have a bunch of people who've been there.
They
Were there?
yeah, they don't go over everything. I don't want to, spoil the discussion, but there's a lot
Yeah.
they could have gone into. So you'll get a lot of, I think it's safe to say, a lot of specific stuff from people who are there. If the origins of Kruger, of course, his wrestling career, not too young for XPW, but there's a lot of connections. We all have connections to
There's
XPW.
a ripple effect to like literally every person I know. I
Yeah.
mean,
And I was there, and we just randomly came together through radio. And
no.
who'd have thunk, I can't. I think Chris said something. He's like, "Oh yeah, Todd's always talking about XPW or something," and I was like, "Fuck, I was there," but we weren't doing shows together at that point.
He
So
was just keeping us separated because he knew what had
yeah,
happened.
I think he called it like PWX or something, and he's like, XPW? Like, what are you talking about, Chris? So, so that'll be a really fun show. We have we're leading up to the Slashtober finale. We've got our last Fear Itself coming up soon. Tons of things.
We got the special watch along on the 29th. That'll be interesting. I don't know if we've even said what it is yet.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was supposed to pimp that yet, so it's up to you.
Yeah.
If you,
we'll talk.
They've
about
listened for 2.5 hours, so if you want to,
they're going to be listening for like 6 hours if they want to join the other one.
Yeah, there will be a long little marathon of movies. So,
yeah. All right.
And I think I covered everything. Patreon.com/FleshWoundFeatures. It all starts at just $1, and FleshWoundFeatures.com. Get yourself a Bloom House shirt, which it makes sense. Show your hatred for Halloween kills.
You better hurry up and get yours, Dan. You haven't got one piece of our own merchandise. I'm calling them out right here.
Well, I don't have there's a lot of people's merchandise I've been meaning to get.
Our own merchandise, Dan.
I know, and that shows I am bad about it, but I will.
You got an excuse because you were doing that diet, so
yeah, that's true.
Start
balancing. Now this is like too big. Now this is not too small.
But now I'm at the point I'm gonna start giving you shit.
Yes. Well, the nice thing now is it's fucking beautiful. So I'm gonna get back to hiking again, which literally there was one day I don't remember what show it was, but I almost did a nosedive because you know how many miles I was doing, and it was so hot, and I'm like, fuck it, no, I want to beat my record. I started my head started spinning. I got so fucking sick, but I was fine, luckily. For a second, I was like, please don't fucking pass out and get eaten by snakes or some ridiculous. Although if I do die, I'd like to be eaten by snakes.
And then I just see a coyote running with your hat.
I know, that would be fucked up, dude. They only found his bloody hat. That's how it'll go down. The hat's been threatened before, so.
Yeah.
But
I know it almost got shitted a couple years ago. That bounty is still on.
You can't put a bounty on the hat.
I'm going to tell Gino.
I think. Well, I'm no disrespect. I love Gino, but I'm less afraid of Gino than I am of Kruger. So
I get that, but
I could probably take Gino. I could probably fight.
Just because you have this size doesn't mean, but you do have that hard arch strength. So never mind.
Oh, that's fucked up, Todd. But I would fare better with Gino. Kruger, I think that's pretty much just try and get in a nut shot and just run kind of deal. I wouldn't try and fight with honor with Kruger. I'd have to fight dirty.
Dan, you wouldn't fight with honor with anyone. You're just going to try to get that nut shot and get the hell out of there.
That depends. I would fight Gino. I'll lay out a challenge. Do I need to lay out a challenge? Come on.
He's not even going to acknowledge you.
But I love Gino.
Well, now I'm going to bring him on SCS just so you have to. I'm going to tell him he thinks he can whoop your ass.
Over fucking Kruger. That's not an insult. That's like saying I'd rather fight one of you guys in the chat over Brock Lesnar. I mean, come on. It's not an insult.
Okay.
It's not an insult.
We'll see what he says.
There are certain people you'd rather fight. But
I'm going to start pulling favorites for interviews on that show.
I'm a big Gino fan. He's one of my favorites. So Yes. So, all right, guys, we'll get out of here. But thank you for listening, and good night. The hat man tipped
That's
his
your
hat.
out. I mean, you don't have anything.
I tipped my hat. I did do
Okay,
that.
well now I got to
There we go.
find the gimmick to get the hell out
Do
of
I
here.
take the hat off?
Yes, take it off.
I would get a ton of listens if I did. It's not that I mean, it's not like there's not photos of me.
Take it
without the
off.
hat.
Do it. Do it. Take it off.